This is a demonstration of the NICE Inform 10.1 application suite, NICE's leading public safety media capture and search and reconstruction application suite. Most users of NICE Inform, when they access the application, do so by browsing to the NICE Inform server. This automatically downloads the Inform client, enabling the user to log in with their own individual username and password. Once they're logged in, they will open the NICE Inform client. You can see it has the username logged in at the top, and the application bar displays all of the applications that logged in user account has access to see, which we will look at now. The first application is the monitor application, typically used by supervisors to oversee the call takers and dispatchers under their supervision. On the left, you can access the recording extensions and channels either by going to each individual recording system or by opening a predefined group of resources. When you select a group of resources, the first function is the monitoring panel, which lists the channels or extensions in that resource group and allows the supervisor to monitor in near real time the call taker activity on that channel or extension. The other function within the monitor application is the recent calls function. If you select one or multiple channels or extensions while in recent calls, the application automatically does a search of all the recent calls on those extensions and displays a list of them. This might be the last hour, 6 hours, or 24 hours, depending on the profile of the logged in users. The supervisor can then select a call and replay it. And it should be noted that while the recent call panel is running, the application automatically researches those selected channels and extensions approximately once every 10 seconds to make sure there is an up-to-date list of resources. Moving on to the reconstruction application, this is the main search, replay, and reconstruction application offered within the NICE Inform suite. It enables users to search for and reconstruct audio, text 911, screen recording, and also CAD metadata, depending on the system that it's accessing. On the left, you have the search panel, which allows the user to search for the last number of minutes, hours, days, weeks, or months of the system, or a specific time period from date and time to date and time. They can select which channel or extension or agent they wish to search. If they wish to search one, if they wish to search multiple, they can use the resource selection dialog, which enables them to select a group of channels that they wish to search. And this is cumulative over multiple selections. It's also possible to specify call metadata fields. Up to 3 fields can be searched in can be defined in the simple search panel, so that you can search for example, caller number or other fields. If you wish to have a more complex search, we also have the advanced search dialog, which allows the user to specify all of those search criteria, plus criteria specific to either phone call or radio. They can search on annotations, which we will look at in a minute, and they can also build a complex search using the free expression tab. Users can create and save either public saved searches or private saved searches, depending on their user profile, which means that they can define searches in advance and then run them. When we run a search, the NICE Inform application connects to the underlying logger system and searches for those media recordings which match the search criteria. When the results come back, they're displayed in 2 ways. We have a timeline view on the top, a graphical view, and also the results table view on the bottom. The metadata fields which are displayed as columns in the table can be configured according to user preference. It's possible to select calls in the timeline view or the list view. You can select multiple recordings by holding the control button down, and also by doing a click and drag on the timeline. Those that are within the area dragged across will be selected, and then you can select and play the calls. And when they are selected, the calls are highlighted. There is a redaction feature, which means that when you select a call and open the redaction panel, a graphical view of the call is displayed in the redaction panel, and the call can be played from here. If you wish to redact area of the calls, it's simply a matter of clicking and dragging across that area that you wish to redact and playing and selecting the redact button. Multiple redactions can be defined, and the redactions can be edited after they are defined. What a redaction means is that when you play the call, or when you save it and export it as a WAV or MP3 file, the audio underneath the redaction area is excluded and replaced either by silence or by a tone. This is intended so that personal details, such as medical details, etc., can be excluded from a recording. It's important to note that the underlying recording remains unmodified on the logger. It's only the copy of the call that's saved or exported that is redacted. We also have an annotations feature. When you select a call, you can add one or multiple annotations. This can be a text annotation, in which case you can specify some text to be saved, or if you have a microphone selected to your workstation, you can click the record button. So if I were to move the replay cursor across the call and right-click the call to say add annotation, you can now either add an additional text annotation, or you can click the record button and speak some words which are then captured as an annotation to that call. If you have the CAD search facility, then it's possible to do a search on the connected computer-aided dispatch system to Nice Inform Reconstruction, in which case you would simply enter the CAD incident number and then click search within the CAD search dialog. Nice Inform will automatically connect to the CAD system, retrieve CAD metadata, which is then displayed on the timeline and the results table as a bar on the timeline. So this represents the actual CAD incident itself. You can see in the Insight panel that we bring back an awful lot of metadata from the CAD system, and you can also scroll through any comments and that might have been added by a call taker or dispatch events when first responders are dispatched en route or on scene. Nice Inform also uses the metadata from the CAD incident to search for and retrieve related emergency calls. So here we can see there's two emergency calls related to the CAD incident. In this case, it's possible to retrieve trunk radio transmissions related with the incident. That's dependent on the CAD system and the radio system. You can also see on this call, as well as the Annie Alley automatic number indication, automatic location information. This is displayed on the call, and also we have an integration to Rapid SOS, so we can get the location from Rapid SOS. And this can also be annotated on the call. As you can see, this call has multiple Annie Alley and multiple Rapid SOS annotations. I've said we support text to 911, so let's have a look at that. So you can search for and retrieve both audio and text for 911 in a single search. A text to 911 is displayed on the timeline with an icon for each text message in the conversation, and you can review the text conversation in the information panel. It's possible to select both the 911 call and the an audio recording. This one has annotations, and then when you play back, a green dot is displayed in the text message which is closest to the replay cursor. So you can see that as the replay cursor moves forward, the green dot will move down the text conversations. Text 911 conversations can be exported as a PDF document which details the text conversation that's been captured. Audio recordings can be saved in multiple ways. You can save and export a single one or multiple audio recordings as an audio file. And we support multiple audio formats, WAV, MPA, MP4, MP3, with different configuration settings. However, all of that exports the media from the system. Our preferred way is to transfer media and metadata into the organizer application. NiceInform Organizer is a way of transferring media recordings into a secure storage area. So when you select calls and recordings and transfer them to an organizer incident folder, a digital exact copy of the media and the metadata is transferred into the incident storage area, and that's accessed via the organizer application. When you log into Organizer, you can either display a list of the most recently accessed incident folders, or you can search for them by the user created incident number, name, or who created it, or when it was created, etc. If we go and look into an Organizer folder, you can see there is a reconstruction content subfolder which shows all of the media and metadata that's been transferred in from the recording system, and this can be selected and replayed. It's also possible to upload what we call related material, and this can be any soft copy document, a PDF, a Word document, an Excel document, etc. So when you upload that, that's transferred into the related material area of an organizer incident folder. When you double click on it, Inform will upload the file and use the associated application to display the document. NiceInform also has the Evaluator QA application for integrated QA of audio recordings, text 911, and screen recordings. We also have the Reporter application for call volume reports and for Evaluator QA reports. This concludes the demonstration of NiceInform.